Good afternoon, everyone. I am just so excited to come in here and to talk to you gals in the group about something that's really missing from where you are today to where you want to go. And I know it's really tempting to search outside of yourself for different diets and different programs and different things that are going to whip you into shape and to get you to lose weight quickly and to change your lifestyle suddenly. But the truth is that I'm going to share with you today is that that kind of thing doesn't really work. And I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to share with you what you can do instead. And I'm going to share with you what actually works so that you don't have to be stuck on the yo-yo dieting train anymore. And you can, with confidence, release weight and feel better about yourself, your body, and the journey that you're on, and feel like it's actually something that's going to work for you instead of against you. So I want to welcome you guys back to Beyond the Diet. This is your group podcast, and I am your host here to help you break free from yo-yo dieting cycles so you can release weight holistically, gain confidence, and sustain your results for a lifetime. And today I am going to share with you one of the biggest mistakes I see women make when they go on a weight release journey. It's a mistake that I actually made for years until I found an easier, gentler, and more sustainable way to release 40 pounds, yes, 40 pounds of weight that I had put on and off for 20 years. 20 years I battled this on and off. Okay. And I don't want anybody who's listening or anybody you share this with to ever have to go through that for the amount of time I did, or to continue down that road if this is something you're still struggling with. And the reason I bring this up is because 95% of dieters regain their weight within 5 years. So I know that I am not alone in this fact. And what I've noticed time and time again is women like you and women like me are killing themselves over extreme weight loss methods that are completely unnecessary. They're jumping from where they are today to a place in the future that feels far, right? You're here and you want to get to there, but it's too far to make it. And the distance there where you want to go when you get a diet doesn't actually change. It's not like you're bringing your goal closer to you, but how you get there doesn't have to be so hard. If the goal was closer to you, right, you wouldn't be going and then coming back and then going and then coming back. It actually makes it further away, right? You go on a journey and then you come back to the beginning and then you go on the journey and then you come back to the beginning and you never actually make it there. Okay, so how you have to get somewhere from here to there, from where you are today to whatever weight release it is that you want, doesn't have to be as hard as going on and coming back over and over and over again. And what I'm going to share with you today is really simple. And it's actually super excited because it's going to change the trajectory of your health and weight release journey today, as long as you can implement what I'm going to share with you. Now, back in January of 2011, I remember taking my before selfies, right? My front photo, my side photo, my back photo. And I remember thinking that my commitment to the Whole30 was going to challenge me and would yield results that I could see on and off the scale. I bought all the on-plan foods. I stocked my pantry and my refrigerator with them, and I felt ready to take on this challenge. It was a brand new year, and it's going to be a brand new me, and I was going to make it to the end. In typical fashion, the first 2 weeks were strong. I'm like full speed ahead. No sugar, dairy, alcohol, grains, or legumes. I was killing it. I felt on top of the world until I didn't. We were in Miami at the time, and my favorite annual treat was to get something called Media Lunas. And if you haven't had these, it's like a very tasty, sweet Argentine pastry that I just absolutely love. The crunch, the texture, the way it falls apart in your mouth, even the sweetness is perfect. It's not too sweet. And at the moment when I was faced with these pastries that I loved, I was at a crossroads of either being good or being bad, right? We get in that black and white thinking. I'm either going to stay on the Whole30 or I'm going to be bad and I'm going to make this other choice, eating it or not eating it. And the choice I made was eating it. And what happened next, I'm sure, is really familiar to all of you. That broke my 30 days. It broke my 2 week streak. Slowly, I allowed more off plan foods in. Then I allowed full meals to be off plan. And then I ended up having full days be off plan, and then it was full weeks off plan. And before I knew it, I wasn't making any healthy choices for myself at all. And the ones that I did, I didn't feel like was good enough because they weren't at the standard of the whole 30. Okay. I don't want you to have the same experience. And at the end of this training, I'm going to give you a chance to have an accelerated 30-day experience with me that is not the whole 30, that is going to help you actually get from where you are to where you want to go without going back and forth, without the yo-yo dieting, and without giving up the media luna. Okay. All right. Now, the problem with my story isn't the media lunas. It's not me. It's not discipline. The problem is that the strategy of completely overhauling your life doesn't work. And I don't care if it means that you're suddenly counting calories, you're suddenly eliminating foods, you're suddenly going keto, you're suddenly doing a juice cleanse. Whatever it is that's sudden is not sustainable for the long haul. It's a dopamine releasing thing that gets you really interested and excited, and all of the lights go on in your head and you're like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look at what I'm doing. I'm such a badass." But what ends up happening is that there's a slow spiral of doubt, right? Just like for me, when I decided that I was going to have the media lunas, I doubted myself. And then that slow spiral of doubt feeds all of the doubt about myself. So it's not just the doubt about the diet, it's doubting myself. And then it's disappointment. And then it's feelings of complete failure. And then it's feelings of just giving up. So if I feel like I'm giving up on the diet, I feel like I'm giving up on myself. Your brain then, after some time, wants to find that exciting thing again because it wants to feel that freedom and that lightness and that excitement of overhauling your life and doing this again and again and again. And so rather than easing into a new way of life, you're basically leaping into it. It's like jumping out of a plane without a parachute. It's like standing on one island and seeing another island across the ocean, and you're like, I'm going to run and I'm going to leap to that other island over there. You'd fall in the water, you'd struggle, you'd swim, right? Maybe you'd need a boat. It would be a lot easier if you had a bridge that connected the two places, the place where you are to the place that you want to go. So what I want you to think about instead of a total overhaul of your life is to have the parachute or to build a bridge from where you are today to where you want to go. How you take what is going on for you right now, identify a small step, take an action that is repeatable, and then take the next step across the bridge. And it's all how you think about what am I willing to do or what would be easy for me to shift now so that I can go on my way to the place that I want to go. And the place you want to go might be some habits that really serve you, right? But we're not going to completely overhaul all of the foods and the habits all at once because that doesn't work. If it did, I wouldn't be here talking to you about it, and we wouldn't have a group that's focused on weight release without fad dieting and without yo-yo dieting, right? So you can either go on a whole 30 for 2 weeks. Most people don't make it for the 30 days. Or you can tweak what you're doing right now, not for the same results, but for results that last a lifetime. And I want to ask you, would you rather lose 10 pounds in 1 month and then put it back on? Or would you rather release 6 pounds in 1 month and keep it off? Doing what I am going to tell you today about building a bridge is going to help you with the latter. So the question is, how do you build a bridge? How do you build the bridge where you can take that step forward and then forward and then forward and comfortably, successfully, with confidence, walk from one place to the other and then look back and say, oh my God, look at everything I've accomplished and everything I've done over the last X amount of time. I can't even recognize the person who's standing over on the island. We'll call it Pain Island, right? I can't even recognize that person. And I want to get you to that place. So you do this by taking where you are now, thinking about a slightly healthier, more beneficial alternative, a less addictive alternative as your new normal. Okay, let's take a few examples that I've worked with for myself and with my clients. Let's say that you love starting your morning with milk and sugar in your coffee. You like get up out of bed and you live for that moment that hot, sweet coffee hits your mouth. Building a bridge means that you would find a less processed sweetener than sugar, such as honey or date syrup, that satisfies the sweet craving. Now, honey, maple syrup, date syrup, it's not that there's, less carbohydrates and, all that diet stuff that we think about, but it is more nutritious. And what I have experienced and what my clients have experienced is that when you make the swap from refined sugar to honey, especially in your coffee first thing in the morning, you start to actually not have a taste for it. And you start to not really crave it as much. So then you might put in a little less. And then you might not put any honey or maple syrup in it at all. But guess what? Even if you do, you're still standing on that bridge from where you were with refined sugar in your coffee every morning to a place that you want to go, which is maybe not having any sweetener in your coffee at all. Standing on that bridge is still something different and will still make an impact. And you have to give yourself credit for that. And that's where we make the misstep. We think it's not good enough or it's not different enough, but it is. And one of my jobs as a holistic weight release coach is to be able to show you and tell you and work with you on what building your bridge looks like. All right, let's say you love pizza. Okay, you get pizza every Friday. Every Friday, you look forward to that pizza coming in, you smell it, you love it, you eat it with your family. It's like the best thing ever. But it's really hard for you. You find that you eat 2, 3, maybe even 4 pieces of pizza, and you're really struggling with that. Building a bridge is creating a new normal with something like pizza that would help you satisfy the craving, but wouldn't cause that addictive, can't stop, won't stop eating all the pizza feeling. And I have 2 suggestions for you. One is order cauliflower crust. It's a smaller pizza. It's like a personal size pizza. They don't make them big. And usually after 2 of those small slices, for me and my clients, you feel really full, you feel satisfied, and you don't really want any more. So you're having the pizza, but you're shutting down the signal that the regular pizza creates that causes you to overeat. I'm not saying you can't have pizza sometimes, but if you are regularly every Friday having pizza night and this is a problem for you, you've got to build a bridge from where you are to where you want to go. Another option is to make a homemade pizza bowl. Because what I find with my clients is that when you change the dough, the glutinous dough that the pizza is on, that addictive behavior gets shut down. So you can make a pizza bowl that doesn't have the dough, and that's helpful. And the cauliflower crust replaces the refined sugar or the refined flour dough that causes that addictive behavior. It's also a textural thing. It really lights us up. Again, if this is an every Friday thing for you, that's not going to work for your goals. So build that bridge and get to the other side. Let's say you love potato chips. Okay, I love potato chips. Building a bridge means that you would find a healthier alternative that would help you ease from potato chips that make you feel crummy and addicted, and you get down to the bottom of the bag and you plop in front of the TV and you can't help yourself, to a place where you feel like you can say no to potato chips. You don't really care about the potato chips and they're just not that big of a deal. The place that you want to go, like on this island, on Pain Island, is the potato chip binge, can't stop, I feel like crap when I eat it. The place where you want to go is I can choose to have potato chips whenever I want. I can take them, I can leave them. I can sub it with some fresh vegetables and nosh on those with some guacamole if I want to, instead of having the potato chips. You just get to give yourself the choice back. The bridge for the potato chips would be choosing olive oil potato chips. These are potato chips that are cooked in olive oil, just as it sounds, or in avocado oil instead of canola oil or safflower oil or sunflower oil. Those refined oils can cause addictive behavior and disrupt gut health. Disrupted gut health also causes addictive behavior because we're not managing our full signals. We aren't managing our blood sugar. It comes with a whole slew of problems. So if you choose olive oil potato chips, I guarantee you are not going to feel as addicted, and the allure of eating them is not going to be as strong. That's what building a bridge means. By the time you get to the other side of the bridge, you don't really care about the potato chips. They're around. You don't seek them. You eat them if you want to, but it's not a have to. So all of these bridges that I'm talking about, there are infinite amount of bridges, just like there's an infinite amount of foods. There is a chance for you to change what you are doing today into something that is slightly different, slightly healthier, slightly more aligned with how you want to feel, so that you can get to the other side comfortably. That's what sustaining your health looks like. So now that I've built that bridge, I can choose pizza or no pizza. Don't really care. I can choose potato chips or no potato chips. Don't really care. I can also choose sweetness like honey in my coffee or not. Don't really care. Why? Because I built that bridge. If I choose those things, honey in my coffee, olive oil potato chips, or cauliflower pizza, guess what? Those are still alternatives that work for me and help me feel healthier in my body. And if that's the worst thing that I'm doing, then I'm on the right track, and you can be on the right track too. I want to help you guys overcome the mind effery that fad diets and yo-yo dieting put you through to get those drastic results. Because when we make these slight changes, you are sending your message. When we make these slight changes, you're sending a message to your brain that you care and that you're willing to shift some things for the benefit of your whole body, for this holistic approach. It builds confidence, leads to more changes, and helps you release weight naturally without the drama of the all or nothing. If you want this, if what I'm sharing with you feels like freedom, and if it sounds too good to be true, I want to invite you to do a little experiment with me. I want you to imagine that instead of 30 days of a drastic solution, you choose 30 days of small, sustainable changes. And I want you to imagine that it's possible for you to get from where you are on Pain Island to the freedom and choice that you get to have when you build the bridge across. And I want to give you the accountability, the support, the tools, the mentorship, and the coaching and the resources for those 30 days by inviting you to work one-on-one with me so that you can build these bridges from the place that you are to the place that you want to go. I am so confident that this plan works that I will work with you beyond the 30 days until you get the exact plan you need. We will build all of the bridges to your success and make sure that you can stick to them after the 30 days. And I promise you that. If you want this, if that sounds interesting to you, then I want you to DM me, or I want you to drop in the comments Makeover so that you can join my Mind Body Makeover 30-day accelerated program that's going to help you get the results that I am talking about. This is a really exciting time in women's health where we are reclaiming our bodies from diet culture, where we are reclaiming our bodies and our worth from diets, and we are proving that small changes lead to big results. And I can't wait to hear who is going to opt in to building a bridge for their body soon. And I also want to share with you a big bonus that I'm adding onto this experience. After the 30 days, you are invited to join my Mindset membership for free through the first month of the year, through the end of January, because I don't believe in leaving you alone on your own to have to fend for this for yourself. And I want you to be successful. That bonus is only going to be available until Black Friday. So this is a Black Friday bonus that I am including to give you even more 30 days of support in my mindset membership, where we meet twice in a month and you get all of the support and resources and mindset prompts from me to be able to solidify that work that we do together in the Mind Body Makeover 30-day one-on-one accelerator. And I can't wait to share that with you. So DM me or drop Makeover in the comments, and I will be in touch with you about the details about all of that and help you build those bridges. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.